All right, so here I will with Charlie Cake as he debates a Kamala Harris, you understand, voters who failed to name her accomplishment in the last 3.5 years. So without any further ado, let's get down to the video and listen to their dialogue.
I'm voting for Kamala because of the child tax credit and because of
Really?
Yeah.
You know the one that Trump had in his tax cut?
no, I know it's a good thing though. I agree with it both.
Yeah. So, do you think that Kamala would manage the economy well?
Yeah.
Why hasn't she done it the last 3.5 years?
She's the vice president. Are we okay? Are we gonna
You're right.
act like the
Wait,
vice president is managing the economy?
Do you think Joe Biden's running the economy right now?
I think the White House senior staff.
Hold on a second. If
I think White House senior staff.
Kamala Harris wanted to run the country, she could. How did Kamala Harris do with running the border?
Again,
How many illegals have come in under her watch? Can you guess?
7 million.
Look, I obviously don't know the number off the top of my
Yeah,
head.
it's 10 million people. Is
Yeah.
that a success?
I don't think the border wall will be any more of a success.
Well, hold on. Under Trump, border crossings were at an all-time low. Kamala Harris, 10 million people that illegally come to this country, which is more than the population of New Jersey. Why does she deserve to be a president when she can't even manage the border?
Why? Okay, so yeah, I know. The bill that Biden and Harris put in to increase the border patrol.
Don't. 1 second, please. No,
Yeah.
it's not about the bill. You could do this all by executive order. Remain in Mexico. They've decided to empower the foreign invasion. Kamala Harris has overseen the border. She failed. She oversaw the Russian-Ukrainian dispute and went to the Munich Security Conference, and hundreds of thousands of Ukrainians died. She was the deciding vote on the Inflation Explosion Act that makes everyone have to pay more in goods and services. Her first day was 3.5 years ago as VP. What has she done that has given you confidence she'll do a good job as president?
I mean, she inherited a bad COVID economy, and it's gotten better. It has. It's gotten better since the COVID. Yes, the economy is better since the end of COVID.
Prices are higher. People can't afford homes. 1.5 million people lost their jobs in the last year. You ask anybody in the economy, the American people don't agree with it, by the way. 75% of Americans disapprove of the economy right now.
Yeah.
But if she was so good, by the way, so she says, I'm going to do no tax on tips, stole it from Trump. Why doesn't she just tell the IRS to do that right now?
Right. She's been in there years.
I don't honestly know much about tax on tips and the IRS
But
thing.
let's just put all this aside.
Yeah.
Would you not agree that Trump's presidency was objectively better than Joe Biden's?
I would not agree on that. What did
How do
Trump
you judge
do that you really
border
were a fan
crossings
of?
all-time low? No new wars. You agree with that, right? No new wars.
He didn't pull out of Afghanistan, which he promised to do.
Hold on a second.
He
No
promised,
new wars.
He continued a war though.
Which war?
The war in Afghanistan.
How
He
many
pulled
Americans
troops out.
died in Afghanistan
He
under
didn't
Trump?
pull out troops though. He promised.
Yes, he
to.
did. He was winding it down. No new wars under Trump.
had 4
Guys,
years.
let me talk, please. Guys.
Yeah.
But let me just. So the economy
I just gave you actual raw
under Donald Trump. If you guys want to buy a home in your life, when Trump was president, please let me talk, man. Jeez. When Trump was president, you required $75,000 a year to be able to own a home. It now requires $120,000 a year to buy a home under Harris and Biden. $50,000 more a year. So if you guys want to buy a home, you have to make $120,000 a year now, thanks to Kamala Harris.
Guys, how much did it cost the last day of Trump's presidency though?
$75,000
The last
a year.
day of his presidency?
Yes.
During the height of COVID,
Yes.
it cost $75,000
Yes.
to buy a home?
Yes.
All right.
And gas was $2.
She's a millionaire.
And so I'm getting at this outside of vibes and Trump hatred. What has this woman done to earn anybody's vote? She won't take questions from the press. She didn't get a single vote from Democrat primary voters. She was installed by some sort of Zoom conference vote. Like, who is this person?
Right.
Can you tell me?
Kamala Harris, who is she?
Like, why should? Like, did she earn any votes? Like, how did she get here?
I mean, she was the vice president. He dropped out, and she was on the ticket. That's my best guess of why she is.
Looking at this, does that give you confidence that this person should be president?
I'm fine with her experience. I think she has a lot of experience for the office. Yeah, I don't think you can argue that she doesn't.
I mean, we already went through the border, but just like, you got to give me something, or the audience, like, make the case. Like, we're here in a battleground state, Wisconsin. Like, show me the case. I'll give you the case. Trump was president for 4 years. People were richer. World was safer. Border was secure. Things were going really, really well. We respect our world. Kamala Harris, like, what's the thing? What's the sales pitch? Outside of vibes and Brat Summer, like, what is the pitch?
I mean, abortion's a big one. We're going to disagree on it, but I think it should be.
Okay, let's say you're right on abortion.
Yeah.
Okay, where is that the most important civilizational issue? While we're on like
It's pretty important to a lot of people.
So just let me understand. So Donald Trump says leave it to the states. How would that impact Wisconsin?
So Wisconsin is this extremely gerrymandered state. Most of our statewide elected officials are Democrats, and our state legislature is almost a supermajority of Republicans. It's not reflective of what the state actually wants. And the law we're defaulting to is from 1849, I think. So it's left to the states, but we're not going to pass any new. We're going to default to 1849.
Well, isn't there a ballot referendum around it? It's on the ballot, right? Yeah, I was going to say, Wisconsin just legalized abortion. So how would Trump even interfere with your abortion plans?
I don't think I think it's by appointing pro-life judges to circuit courts and things like that. That's the main way.
Okay, so the case for Kamala is that Donald Trump might appoint court judges.
He's going to appoint worse judges. That's one of the most important parts of the presidency.
So I'm just being clear.
Appointing judges is
well, first of all, I think his judges were amazing and upheld the Constitution and the rule of law and all that. But it's remarkable to me that like the lack of the case for Kamala. Does it bother you? We can talk in a second. Does it bother you that she does not take questions from the press? I've been here for 3 hours. She will not take 5 minutes of questions. Does that bother you? For a president, not a senator, a president.
I haven't watched her on the press a lot, so
because you wouldn't be able to watch her on the press because she doesn't talk to the press.
Like she bitched.
It's fine.
If she's not talking to the press, I think she should talk to him more. It's not going to change my vote, but I think she should talk to him more.
Okay, last question. I'm sorry to keep you here.
Yeah.
Is there anything that she could do that would make you not vote for her?
Yeah, I think if she reversed a lot of her positions from the Democratic Party and moved more to the center,
like saying that she's for fracking when she was against fracking?
Or
saying that she was like against the electric vehicle mandate when she was for the electric vehicle mandate?
I'm talking about issues that I care about more than fracking. Like abortion and like gun control.
Okay, got
Yeah.
it. So this is so interesting, and I'm glad we have clarity in that agreement.
Yeah.
I think preventing World War III and making sure Americans can own homes and having a robust economy not being invaded is far more important than the ability to murder unborn children, but we'll agree to disagree. Thank you.
That's where we end it, sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's a very interesting one, listening to these very young kids debating Charlie Kirk, understand, concerning policy of Kamala Harris and that of Donald J. Trump. But then when he was being asked, in a sense, to name some of the accomplishment of Kamala Harris in the last 3.5 years, the only thing that he could talk about is the abortion genocide right. That's the only thing that he was able to mention. And then when he was being asked, concerning that of Donald J. Trump when he was the president, then the only thing he could mention was the COVID, of course. The COVID, tend to affect, almost everyone. But then when you look at it, clearly is that when we look at, talk about, people being safe or people owns property, owns homes, made in America, increase in production, no inflation, and all those things, then you see that some of those things, we are happening under what? Donald J. Trump. And that's why you see that there was what? High rate of what? Employment. Why? Because there's high rate of what? Production. And then once the interest rate, are down, what did you expect? It tends to encourage, people, to go into production, which in turn, make it, better for everyone. And then some of the programs, he made, some of his international policy he made, makes the country what? Safe. And then that's why Charlie is being argued that what? He did not what? Start a war. There was no war with anyone. Therefore, he decided what? To make peace with some of these people. If I were even the Democrat, maybe if I were them, I could have maintained some of the policy that he make with some of these leaders, so that at least to make the world, a peaceful place. But maybe because of political reasons, that's why I see we are where we are, today. But nevertheless, it was very interesting one. But then as far as people keep on crossing the border, entering the country illegally and all that, don't forget that these people are coming from different culture, and how they are being raised is different. So once they find themselves over there, they are bound to have issues with integration, because we are talking about 10 million people getting into the country in the last 3.5 years. That's too much. That's a lot. And this very number can even make a lot of countries. Of course, you know that there are a lot of countries that are even 1 million, 5 million, 3 million, and all that. So if you look at it like that, then you see that in the last 3.5 years, like, it's just like you have created over 3 to 4 countries. You understand? That's too much, okay? And then we can't be encouraging, you know, certain things like that, because as far as the people get there, they will have their own belief system, and you cannot impose yours on them. Because of the numbers they are, you find it difficult to regulate them, and then that's why, you know, it results to some of the problems we are facing today in our communities. A very interesting one, and I would like to see your thought and opinion at the comment section, and may God bless you as you do so. So this is the end of my video. If you like my reaction, you should like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any video you want me to react to, don't forget to drop it at the comment section, and I'm going to check it out. So you remain blessed, and I see you in my next video. Goodbye.